Welcome in, y'all. I actually have the second match of this morning. MK casting at like 7:30 a.m. I think. Got this match covered here at 9:30 on No Echo. Going to be China versus South America, Vagabond versus ZetaKa. Great way to start the game for Vagabond.
Reloading. Look at you. Whatever.
Should have, I think, a smoke boom dying last there. So let's go ahead and get the God hit queued up for ZetaKa. And it is gonna send it really fast. There's absolutely no way that the other SIs were ready. And another charger vaporize, but that spit block will be pretty effective at getting some damage out. 5% per hit average. It is a pretty unorthodox way to make it happen, but made it happen all the same. Gotta stick with that 2-2 split when possible. Otherwise, things like that can happen pretty easily with the boxes in the way, with the walls in the way. But charger jockey dying last. That means it's going to be a smoker with the hunter 2-2. Boom, finding the back line. Hunt spit will be good. Finding some more damage. Going to be the tank. First tank in the hands of team captain Unravel. As the smoker finally dies off, it will be a charger jockey. That much is for sure. I think we'll probably have a boom joining that. We'll see. Wow. Again, pretty close. These rocks are not getting skeeted by Vagabond as they're focusing on the damage. 400 damage onto the tank. Almost, I mean, that rock was pretty close. So, obviously, Unravel doesn't really care about the frustration. He's first best 85%, but getting a nice 25 or 24, I should say, would be nice. Go ahead and rotating around the rooftops, kind of reminiscent of the Paris Chapter 2 situation on the highways. Hunter landing into the rock should be fine. Moving up this close is interesting. I mean, he already had first pass, plenty of frustration, vision on the survivors. Now he's giving that up in favor of moving closer, taking even more chip. This has been surgical by Vagabond. I'm looking at the ammo. Dying Heart, I think his name is, does have... Woo! Okay. I wondered. I mean, with all the missed rocks, I figured eventually something would happen. The missed skeets, I should say. One finally gonna land. I mean, is it worth the payoff? 1,000 HP for 24? It feels like it. I mean, the SIs have been landing as well. Getting about 7%-ish. And it's not done yet. We'll just watch from this perspective, in fact. As the hit's going to come in. Another rock out. We'll get boom. Double chart, or double boom. Charger landing as well. Rock up and over. Should be no problem, but still. Percentage by percentage, the damage is coming out. Now he's going to move forward on a double boom. And this is an interesting play. The hunter finally spawning in. I don't know about going in this context. I mean, yes, there are the commons, but that's a pretty big risk. Gets one in cap. That should, you know, he gets out with it. They can't really decide if they want to pick him up or not. I mean, they definitely, that tank definitely does not have the angle, so well done by Ellis to just hold that. Charger from the side. Boom, over. Survivors are going to move forward at this point, and it's a good read. The tank is one shot. Okay, with the shotgun, maybe more like 5 shots, but let's be real. He's gonna go down. And now, a good chunk of time before the tank gets up. We're gonna have a spitter, smoker, jockey, and I'm assuming a boomer. Not the best hit. We got Art in the building. Welcome in, Art. Always good to see you. 5 seconds left for team captain to get back in. And it is going to be that poo too. Right outside the porta potties. Gonna send it. It was interesting. Rochelle did not care about that jockey at all. You would think that the jockey would be like the only thing that she really cared about in that hit, but she didn't care about it at all. With the hit down, we'll at least have a Charger Hunter back in. Spitter joining that as well. Great hit, great hit. They rush it. They don't get punished as much. I mean, that was looking like a pretty disastrous situation that Vagabond were walking into, but they managed to dodge a lot of it. Yeah, they'll eat the hunt spit, but holding on to a little bit under 300 bonus as they approach the safe room. Smoke, boom, hunt, charge. Separation hit. Nice quick pop on the boom. Go for the rocket scratch out of the hunter. Nasty. Charger vaporized. Third vaporized charge. Into the elevator. Dragon Ball, the greed. Welcome in, y'all. 672 points for Vagabond. Interesting round. I guess we'll see what ZetaKa is able to do. I could see it going either way from here. Vagabond did take decent damage on. I mean, this was crazy. Like, okay, the rock landed. We all knew a rock was going to land eventually because the rocks weren't getting skeeted by Vagabond. But this engage was pretty interesting. Yes, sure, double boom, but going in with only one hunter, and the hunter didn't really go early, so the tank just like walks into them with the double boom timing out. Interesting decision by ZetaKa's team captain. First hit gonna be out. Jockey, charger, smoker. Boom has been used. I like the arc boom idea. Makes it so that they don't get another boom at least. Not quite a smackdown. Boom. Okay, they are going to make it so they get another. Well, they're not clearing the boom. Okay. They will get another boom. But look at the damage. Much more importantly than whether the boom. I mean, that boom was crazy. The boom was really weird. They were like, dude, we have to deal with. You know, he didn't want to pop it on anybody, but the boom was just like, hey, you're not going to clear the jockey or the smoker because you're going to focus on this boom instead. And it got them 10%. I mean, hey, it definitely worked. Hunt spit going to get locked as well. Still got a charger hopping in. Said, you know, screw it. And a little 2-boom overhead as well. Finds one more on Adrian. Look at Coach. Coach is done. Coach said, I literally don't even want to deal with y'all right now. Gun noodle, ham bone. James Backshots is in the building. They set up for a hit. 1, 2, with the spit. Almost getting him back in. Almost. quarter of the bonus down. It definitely hasn't been a bad start by Vagabond. Although, it's not that much better than, or that much worse than the situation Vagabond was in to begin with on the first round. As it stands, it could get about a 400-point advantage. That's the max that they can get. If the tank does nothing. Let's see. Dying Heart. Gonna bring in the car with the one boom. Gonna go for a different strategy than what ZetaKa went with. We saw ZetaKa just go straight for the rocks. ZetaKa was all the way over here, tossing rocks. Dying Heart, switching it up a little bit. Funning. Meshila. Dying Heart brings it in. Nice stumble. Wait, did the charge landing as well. Hold on, got him in the corner. The double. Iframe, but it's going to be a double cap all the same with the card. So he's got 4k HP left. This is a wrap. This is a wrap. Okay. It's not a wrap. Oh, my bad. This is actually my bad. This is not a wrap. Okay, Smoke Jock, very cool. Beavis and Butthead, this is not a wrap. This is, I am so sorry. I called that too early. Okay. And he clears. Nice little triple boom. Almost like I like that rock. Don't like that charge as much.我知道了，欢迎。没事了。我也感觉好笑。All right, let's continue on. ZetaKa somehow are going to survive this. Get the hunt spit. Probably going to finish off the DB at this point. Not quite, but I mean, for all intents and purposes, we'll just see if ZetaKa makes it across the finish line here. Really should have been a wipe. Does he? Oh, tap dance. Clog on the head. Art, I did not know about that storyline. Adrian is dead, and yeah, ZetaKa's done for. Chat is popping off. Much appreciated, Art. For sure. Tripling the score of ZetaKa. Great to have an international community here in the chat. That's what Left 4 Dead 2 is all about. Of course, as Art said, we do, on this lovely morning, we do have English, Spanish, and Chinese casts all being represented. But for those of you who decide to call the non-stream home, welcome. We will continue to have Vagabond and ZetaKa. It was it's kind of a questionable round for ZetaKa. As Chojahan said, these are Asian maps. So if Asian teams were more comfortable on them, it wouldn't surprise me. ZetaKa didn't seem to have the same level of mastery, but at the same time, a lot of it came down to fundamentals. I'm not gonna lie. Like the tank fight, it looked like, yeah, the tank was a little bit more clued in on what he should be doing. You know, as far as bringing in the car, but at the same time, the play was just good from Vagabond. It wasn't perfect by any means. SI side actually looking a lot more comfortable and confident than the survivors. Cletus, welcome in. ZetaKa. Big hit. Start us off. Hunter hanging out. Let's get the Hunter cam. Eventually gives a noise after hanging out for quite a while. It's questionable in general because you already have two survivors outside trying to pick you, you know, when the Hunter drops in like that. Also, where was the Charger and the Jockey? Like, I was watching the Hunter, sure, but Charger and Jockey just got obliterated. There goes their strong hit. Now going to get kind of a weak one with a Boom Smoke. They will get Charged Jock as a follow-up, so hey, still got great potential for some separation on the hit, especially if they can get the Boom. Vagabond were split for a bit, but as ZetaKa go and set up for a more favorable choke point, Vagabond will be able to group back up. Boom Smoke managing to die last, but other than that, not a whole lot going on. Do they leave him? Oh, you made him sad. Now, he chooses to sack the smoke after walking around for about 4 to 5 seconds, which means in the new zone mod update, when you sack your SI, you get extra time added. So it's still going to be quite a bit of time before Adrian is up. Finally going to be back up, but hasn't had an SI until right now. They will get rewarded with the Jock Charge Hunt Spit, but as you can see, it's really not the most favorable spot for this hit. You got no smoke to pull. If they really would like a smoke here. I mean, look at the positioning of Coach, of Nick, of Ellis. They would like to pull things down off of these upper areas, and they don't have that ability with no smoke. I'm picturing, some kind of spawn, like something simple. Like SIs are, giving noise over here. Smoker just pulls Ellis down into a charge or something like that. And I don't know what the fourth SI was. Adrian. Adrian sacked his smoke to become a Jock. What's the Charger going to do now? You know what I mean? So they're just going to sit here and wait it out. They're not going to hit. And ZetaKa are just like, all right, Vagabond, do whatever you want. We're kind of just vibing. We're going to stay in Ghost for a good 2 minutes, and that'll be that. Eventually dropping in. The survivors were, decently prepared for it. Still landing like a tick of spit with the Hunter. Maybe a couple ticks with the Jockey, but the damage is lackluster for sure. Now, while we do have some downtime, I have to say, I've been loving the change of scenery, having some maps that usually aren't seen in L4D Gamers tournaments. I hope that this is the beginning of a trend. I know that top-level players feel very confident, feel very comfortable in certain maps, and they don't really want to change the map pool, but I think this is a great thing for competitive Left 4 Dead 2, keeping the map pool fresh, and I was happy to see these maps get brought to light this week. We've got a lot of matches left to go, especially in Division 1. We're going to be seeing plenty more. The map rotation is No Echo, Front of Survivors, and a hit from ZetaKa. Double boom, smoke dies lat, smoke sack. They're just going to leave him. ZetaTa, they're just going to leave him. Oh, the disrespect. That would be funny if it was Adrian again. So, Vagabond, on the Survivor side, they looked a little bit shaky in Chapter 1, especially during the tank. But right now, I mean, they are just lights out. I don't know if ZetaKa felt maybe a little bit more confident after having such a good SI side, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if they, I should say, lost their confidence. ZetaKa did after Vagabond kind of shut them down. On ZetaKa's Survivor side, I don't really know what changed. Maybe just the map complexity increasing a little bit, but you know what I mean? Like, it seems like Vagabond has had the strategy for this chapter pretty locked in and has constantly been punishing ZetaKa. But even still, I mean, this is impressive play. They've only lost 85% on a, 80% tank? I think the tank came in at 80%. And we're going to have Y and Z as the tank. Going to be joined by, of course, Team Captain Unravel, like I mentioned, but also Yala and Adrian. As for Vagabond, we got Sarain. Not much happening. Yeah, just Sarain and no one else. Is it White Avenue? I believe that is Team Captain Shinsuku. Also got Dying Heart and a ringer, Lucky. Dumpster is in. Let's see what our tank can do with it. Y and Z gonna need to accomplish quite a bit, but you know, having hittables is the best way to do it. Using it as a zoning tool, but then he hits it out of play, getting too excited. Coach baits him out. Now he's just gonna keep playing around the dumpster, see what he can do. Splits 1-3, but no SIs go in. Nothing capitalizes on that. Still the chaos. Smoker pull. Cleared. Missing the smack follow-up, and this is a disaster for Y and Z. 2 smacks. Looking for... Well, hold on. Wait. Oh, okay, it might be a disaster for the tank, but definitely not for the other SIs. As I look over here, Charger, Hunter, Smoker all landing, and he's going to go for the grind out on Dying Light. He gets it. Okay. We'll take that. We will definitely take that. All right. Yeah. ZetaKa, we'll say thank you very much. It felt like Vagabond was so focused on avoiding the tank, avoiding the dumpster, that it walked right into a tri-cap. I mean, it got me. That much is for sure. It got the cameraman. What an amazing recovery. Incredible recovery. That was about 60% on that tank. After looking like he was drowning. Imagine if the tank wasn't focusing on the hittable as much as he did. You know, once he saw the caps start landing, if he could have kept Rochelle locked down, or whoever it was, I think it was Rochelle, they could have kept her in the corner. That was the wipe. That was crazy. Now, that is a way to lose all of your momentum. That is a way to completely lose all momentum. They still get 788 points, but this is so doable for ZetaKa. Yeah, as Art says it, shit tank with Mega SI. We're watching him blunder, but then he, look, if he had hit, look, and then he goes for the dumpster. Imagine, dude, if he didn't hit Rochelle, if he literally just didn't hit her. Look, watch it back. If he just didn't hit her at all, they were so good, right? Let's watch it. The round's about to start, but it's going to take a bit. Let's watch it back. If he missed this smack, if he didn't take this smack, if he just walked around the other side of the car, They were dead. They walked right into that triple cap, and it was like one by one by one. He went to cover on the, I guess the jockey. Smoker just pulls him. I mean, I thought this Smoker was, I was like, this Smoker is dead. What does he do? He just leaves. Oh, he goes chases after it. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I was like trying to analyze that. You didn't miss much. It was a 1% hit. The Hunter got skeeted in 2 shots. Charger got vaporized, and that was the hit.
I'll tell you now. I'm not showing anyone my tips. Big gun.
Double boom with the hunt. Jock him 2 away. Smoker pull from behind. And it's a pretty damn good recovery from ZetaKa. Look at that. 2 hits down. A little bit over 5%. But I have a feeling that Vagabond isn't going to let them just run the map like they let Vagabond. Actually, Vagabond's going to go set up. What's the plan? Oh, yeah. Just rocket over. But it's only a 2-2. Hunter Charger. Look, okay. I thought that Coach was alone. He is going to have Nicholas here to help him out. One with a Mac, one with an Uzi.
Ammo here.
Another skeet out of Rochelle, I do believe. It didn't give us the printout, but that Hunter's dead all the same. They're calling the go-go, running through, double boom. No, it threw it away. Charger, that wasn't a stumble. And he's going to eat quite a lot of spit with that charge. It's manageable overall, right?
Okay, that's gonna last for a bit. It's on.
They start the event. They chill out. Rochelle's been on fire. We're going to watch her. Team captain. Looking for the Hunter. Won't be able to find it. But that's really it. I mean, that's not a lot.
Reloading. Through this building. Gotta reload.
Into the big hit. The big hit before the tank comes out. I like this. I was wondering. I was like, you can't really let them walk out. It's really not that great. It's really not that great, but this will be. The jockey even allowed to run forward onto Rochelle's head. I'm just wondering, what are the back SMGs looking at? We gotta get that clear on that jockey.
Reloading.
I mean, you gotta shoot that jockey.
Reloading.
I understand you eat the charged spit. I get it. He lands that after landing on the head. Another charged spit. The smoke pulled to the side in the quad boom. Vagabond are going to find some damage that they missed early on, bringing it down 60% of the bonus. ZetaKa got some work to do. Some really nice hits there by ZetaKa. I'm sorry, by Vagabond. And it just goes to show how much momentum matters in this game. It's not like those after hits were that much different from the before hits, you know? I mean, it was an inside surprise hit. It was a rocket on the head hit. You know what I mean? It just feels like they've lost their momentum. Like they're just doing things that they weren't doing earlier on in the chapter when they were feeling confident, when they were feeling like, you know, we're going to bait this out, we're going to shut it down. They're just kind of eating. Almost on the quad boom. That was pretty scary. Smoke runs in as well. I wonder if you ever do just send it in with the double boom, keep that smoker. You got the charger up in just a few moments. I mean, hey, I won't argue with the damage. I definitely won't.
Anyone else feel like crap right now?
Come on now. Put it all out. This is for you. Thanks, you all right.
Sarain. Sarain. That boom will get... Yeah, and we got another boom. Like, why didn't we just go with the Charger Smoker? With that double boom? Regardless, the car parked right in there. Hunter catching. Car, follow up. No, he's going to drop down. I like that Sarain just cashes it in right there. Well, we got the car grind out. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. Simple enough. Hold on. The split. Wait, whoa. What do we do? Wait. Okay. Charger said, I'm doing my shit, man. Charger said, my country needs me. I am in there. Normandy Beach. He went Normandy Beach in that piece. And the tank is disengaging while the charge is so, well, hey, I mean, the tank has no HP anyways. They get some good damage. They get a kill. This is, you know, this is good. It's not really the wipe that I was thinking that the tank might be able to find, but didn't really need a wipe. You know, they're already up on points. Player dies off on both sides. Unravel. He's unraveling. Gonna have the Poo-2 in response. I like just sending this jock in fast. Get something back. Oh!
Cut that shit out.
I mean, it's pretty much equal. I mean, this chapter 2 was basically a draw. ZetaKa is slightly going down further, which obviously they don't need to be doing when they're already down, but you know, the bulk of the chapter is pretty much scratch. Okay, yep. Gonna take that. Thank you.
Can't stay down there forever. Let me get you.
Art saying if Y and Z played like Sarain, that was a wipe already. I agree with that. I was really trying to make an argument for ZetaKa, but the longer this goes on, the less it's looking like a draw, and the more it's looking like ZetaKa losing by 200, which definitively feels like not a draw. There he goes. Charger said, I'm out. And there it is. Losing by a little bit over 200.
Hey, don't even think about leaving me here.
Hey, I can't hold on.
No clip. Well, I mean, for all the times to miss a clip, this was a pretty fun time. I mean, I know we've already watched this about 5 times, but we can watch it one more time. This is a good moment. And let's just say it turns out that ZetaKa definitely needed this moment. Like, if this didn't happen, they would have been so far down, it would have been laughable. They were at like 80% bonus bringing this tank, and yeah. Yeah, I mean, Unravel was popping off in the early phases of the chapter. It really felt to me like once he walked into that charge spit with the jockey follow-up, he was not really in the same headspace. Right now it is going to be ZetaKa doubling, or I'm sorry, having half, I should say, the score of Vagabond. As we go into chapter 3, ZetaKa hasn't looked like they are completely lost on this campaign, but let's see if they can find a little bit more security, a little bit more confidence. They get about 50% more of the chapter to go before they walk into the tank. We got another one of our cheeky silent hunter spawns. ZetaKa seems to enjoy these. Jumps up on top of the wheel. Wheeling and dealing, if you will. No. And another boomer left alive. I'm sorry, another smoker left alive on ZetaKa. This is their third and he eventually died. White Avenue. All right.
Reloading. Reloading. I'm a reload.
The god hit.
Over there.
It's just a great shutdown by Vagabond. It really is, you know, it's the same philosophy as, you know, running forward and then walking back, but they just found a little enclave, sit there, lock it up. Great movement by Vagabond, and they lock it down. And we're once again in the position where ZetaKa is going to need a really good tank. ZetaKa. That was an interesting spawn, to say the least. I kind of like the idea, like if the smoker was actually ready to pull, this little smoke charge spit setup could have been nice. Okay, now this is a memorable tank spot. I absolutely, it's not like I super remember No Echo as a campaign, but I do know that this is a very interesting tank spot. We got this car over here, we got a dumpster over there, we got this car over here as well. And the survivors have this kind of Dark Carnival Chapter 4-esque underpass, whatever you want to call it, kind of awning area. You don't want to get your cars caught up in there, but if the survivors are in there, maybe you do want to get your car stuck up in there. Oh my god! What was that? And he's just gonna let it, he's gonna let that sit. He said, I don't care. What was that? Literally, what was that? What was that? Good triple boom. No, nothing. That was so mind-blowing. Okay. Yep. Looks like, you know, looks like they might just be able to make some magic happen on this tank. Certainly a great way to start it out. Just a very casual car hit. It's like normal. He's going to go park it inside the... Yeah, got to be careful about parking it too deep. He's going to go flush them out. I like this. Taking the corner, though. Okay, okay. I'm rocking with it. Single. Charge. No. Jockey him too.
Shoot the damn tank! Help! Help!
Okay.
Afford to lose
Help!
you. Yet. So let's get you up.
Reloading!
One place is as good as the next.
Yeah, I see that y'all are now seeing that car. Yeah, that was interesting. He takes a corner, he takes an in cap, he dies off. You know, it's nothing that really... It's not rewriting the laws of the game, that's for sure, but it'll be a solid single in cap. They're definitely lacking though, you know? They're already down about 600, 700. ZetaKa is, and it's looking like it should be pretty simple for Vagabond to finish off this chapter with the tank dead. Got 2 players bleeding. Got lucky right there at 42 HP.
Hey, come on, this way.
Reload!
Again, a much needed hit.
Reload!
But still, Vagabond walking in with 900 points on this chapter. And they say, okay, ZetaKa. Okay, I mean, they could make something happen. Wall collision, no smackdown. Sure, car alarm, whatever. Quick clear. They lost like 40. They don't care.
I'm starting to like you guys!
This here is some
And the clip for this round is, well, it's the only thing that it really could be. Which is, of course, this little ditty. I'm surprised nobody said anything in the chat for either side. Everyone's completely locked in. No one is typing. No question marks. No XDs. No WTFs. Dude, they got a game to play. That was it. That reminds me of like when you're playing Trackmania and you're on one of those tracks where you only hold the forward key and the track basically plays out for you and it makes you do all this crazy shit and all you do is hold the W key or the forward key. It reminds me of like a TAS, like a TAS simulated tank fight. Like this is what the AI would have done in this situation. You know, this is what a perfect AI would have done in this situation. I would have loved to see the smoker target Rochelle instead. Still gonna get 4% off a nice smoke hunt and a spit. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. The aimbot car. Yeah. That was definitely not a human hitting that car. Some kind of advanced technologies. Alien. The ghost in the machine. And let's see it. Amazing hit for Vagabond, but ZetaKa did such a good job of... I'm sorry, Vagabond did such a good job of shutting this hit down in a similar area. Vagabond are going to choose to hold this. There is a hole in here. Yep, they're going to go and spot. Ah, okay. Wow, the spitter, though, dude. You've got, dude, report this guy. F1 on that, please. F1 that immediately. What the hell? He goes for the jockey. Ye of little faith. What? Are you kidding me?
Reload. Reloading.
He's like, nah, dude, I'm gonna spit on that jockey.
I know you shot me.
Maybe he was scared of getting picked.
Hey, I'm reloading.
It was definitely an unfortunate shot from who I'm not gonna publicly name and shame whoever that spitter was, but left a lot of damage on the table, let's say that much. Rochelle doesn't even want the pills. Alright, they're gonna have her go. Are they gonna have her go back for the pills? She doesn't want these. She's like, you know what? Okay, alright, gonna go ahead and pop it. Okay, alright, I see. Interesting decision, but they are gonna go ahead and set up here. Jockey Smoker with the spit. Okay, she was just kind of annoying me there. I was like, I can't move on from this. She's just gonna leave a bunch of temporary HP on the table, just pissing me off. But she did eventually take them.
Gotta reload.
All right, I like the transition here. We've got a little smoker into something situation, maybe. Maybe like a pull over here.
Reloading.
Nope. Let me keep it chill. SIs are ready for. I like this. I like the pincer hit. Nice shutdown. Honestly, amazing shutdown. ZetaKa once again with. I mean, let's be real. Vagabond definitely leaving. We've been over it. Definitely left some damage on the table. But look at the position that ZetaKa's in right now. 900 bonus is left for them. And it's theirs to lose, because as we saw, once this tank dies, there's what? There's the there's a kind of a rocket hit for the SIs. Not a, and then there's a ladder hit. It's not. That's not. It looked like it. Some good hittables. Dumpster and the car both in. And Team Captain White Avenue needs to get some work done. Stumbling. Dumpster. They walk into it. YNC goes down. Not done yet. Not going to be able to take out Nick. Going to grind out YNZ. Can't blame him. Yeah, and Nick better be careful. Nick's like, yeah, I'm going to risk my life for this. Just going to trap him in the corner. What about the car?
I need some help.
I like the setup. Park it on him. Take it out the trash. Where you going? Where you going? He said, no, I'm taking that. He said, no, I'm taking that. That's me. All right. Simple enough. And that is just what really solid zoning looks like. When you get two hittables, you place one on one side, you place one on the other side. And what are the survivors going to do from that point? To be fair, the survivors did trap themselves in that point. They ran into a corner. They're trying to play inside the awning. It's the same situation as Dark Carnival. You know, you walk into that awning, a dumpster gets brought in, you walk out the other end, and there's a dumpster waiting right there too. So it is what it is. This is even more accessible for the tank because there's no wall to climb over. So he's just able to get free roam on either side of it. They backed themselves in. They parked themselves. They Tesla'd this tank fight. The car parked itself. Yeah, everyone's in agreement. This was a really well done tank fight by Vagabond. Picking apart ZetaKa, really calculated. I enjoyed it. Looks like ZetaKa potentially calling GG, but then readying up. Can't really decide what they want to do here. Oh, look at the gun. Interesting. It's what is it? Arthur's sword? That's not right. Camelot sword? What is the sword in rock? Okay. All right, GG is called. Now, we are not done. We're also going to have another cast in about 30 minutes, I do believe. Yes, in 30 minutes, it is going to be Fumo Clan versus Friendly Family. I'm very excited for these teams. Fumo Clan, a Chinese team that's been doing very well so far. So for our Chinese viewers, we will have another one of those. Versus Friendly Family, China versus South America matchup. This one is Division 2, so it's going to be on Hard Rain Downpour. But that is it for right now. Super low visibility, Art, Hambone. We had some others as well. We had Perkarina, the Cool Cletus, Cho Jahan, a Gun Noodle, who's casting right now. We're about to raid into him. Dragon Ball, and I Gasa as well. It's great to have y'all in here. Those of you who are around, as well as the lurkers. And I can't blame ZetaKa for feeling down and out after the way that ended. So it is going to be what it is. We'll go ahead and watch it back one more time. This is a beautiful little tank fight from Vagabond to finish it off. Look as they run the survivors right into the dumpster. Nice little send off here as I rage all out to Gun Noodle, but we'll be back in 30 minutes with more action. Enjoy the rest of the match from Gun Noodle, and then we will be back here. I'll see y'all then.